LeBron James' second decision has come out, and spoiler alert, it's a commercial. On Monday, LeBron James tweeted out that on Tuesday at noon, he'd be making his second decision. And for those who don't know, the decision was what he did in 2010 when he announced that he was going to play for the Miami Heat. Or as he says, quote, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." This video, the preview of it was shot and set up looking very similar to the first decision, and had many fans speculating that it could be a LeBron James announcement video. Turns out we were all wrong. It was a Hennessy ad for LeBron James, new collaboration with Hennessy. And the video itself was, in my opinion, very stupid. So what did you guys think of this whole thing? The announcement, the decision, the whole marketing of it?
I think it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And I'm not surprised because I feel like LeBron does a lot of dumb things for his brand, but the fact that he's so good, it doesn't really hurt him in any way.
In a way, it's smart because we're talking about it. Everyone is talking about it. He loves to steal the spotlight away from the news cycle. He's done it very effectively throughout his career through various stunts, whether it be putting a Knicks towel over his head, closer to the trade deadline, or the original decision. This is just yet another one of those, and the fact that the ticket prices spiked because of it is pretty crazy.
So to clarify what that means, so LeBron James' last game at Crypto.com Arena was on April 12th, 2026 against the Utah Jazz. Before James's post, tickets were starting at $82 for the cheapest. After the post, tickets spiked to over $580 per ticket.
For it to be the cheapest to get in the door.
Exactly, that was the cheapest.
The courtside ticket would probably be like $100K or something crazy.
Yeah.
Assuming these people thought it'd be LeBron's last game.
Exactly. Why does he need to do this? He has enough money. To me, this is just like another way we're going down, like lack of shame with celebrities and athlete endorsements. You know, he's doing those DraftKings ads with Kevin Hart. He's doing all this like sponsorships, which, you know, people have always done, athletes especially have always done sponsorships. But the way he's doing it at the expense of the fans in this one, intentionally misleading fans. You know, it's year 23 for LeBron. He keeps teasing the fact that, you know, this could be my last year, one more year. I got only a couple more years. I'm not waiting for Bryce to play, whatever. There's no professional athlete in sports, maybe outside of Ronaldo, who has as passionate fans for one singular athlete as LeBron James does. Maybe Messi too. But I think this is just kind of a middle finger to the fans, his fans especially.
If LeBron wants a good advertising opportunity that I think would be good for his brand right here, if I was LeBron, I would team up with Venmo, and I would Venmo the people who bought the tickets thinking it was his last game and reimburse them. That would be a very good idea by LeBron. And like, while Sam said it was smart because we're talking about it, I think it's smart for Hennessy because now when I see Hennessy in the store, it's in my head a little bit more as a NBA fan. But for LeBron, like Johnny, you said, he's never going to run out of money. He's always going to have the ability to do whatever he wants with his money. He's thinking about starting a new basketball league. He doesn't, like, he could fundraise whatever. He doesn't actually need any more money. So I don't get where the positive is in this for LeBron.
I do think that there is an aspect of LeBron that is building himself up with more capital to purchase a new NBA team. I know he's been linked to potential ventures in Vegas, although that whole expansion talk is stalling right now, thanks to James Dolan, I guess. I think it's just, again, him controlling the narrative and controlling the news cycle. People have been talking about Kawhi Leonard. People have been speculating whether he is happy to be playing in the shadows behind Luka, who's clearly a better player right now. This is just another way for him to take it back and control the media narratives or the media storylines or the news cycle, at least for this short amount of time.
Do you think he's an attention grab in that sort? Like that the value here for LeBron is like, oh, look at me. Like, because you're right. I think like the NBA players that are being talked about the most this offseason are probably like Wemby low-key.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag a little bit. Luka for sure. He had his whole weight loss tour. Kawhi, but that's obviously like for a negative thing. But I do agree that this is probably the least we've talked about LeBron since Bronny was, he basically got his son drafted, which was also like, I would say overall negative publicity, although I don't blame LeBron for doing that. Like if I'm a dad, I'm going to do whatever to help my kids. So yeah, maybe it is an attention grab for LeBron. And like when all is said and done, will this affect his legacy? Absolutely not.
Does it diminish? How does this affect LeBron's legacy? Is always the question.
It won't.
It doesn't. It's this will be forgotten in a week. Like
Bill Russell's better now, actually.
It's just pisses me off. Something like this really grinds my gears because it just shows this lack of care for your fans. And I guess when you become the superstar that you are in LeBron James, it doesn't really affect you because you're so far removed from your fans at this point. And the league now I feel like everything is so separated from the fans, the way the league is set up. The money is not coordinated with the fans. Ticket sales don't really matter as much anymore. Merchandising sales don't really matter as much in terms of the team's end product. So the end product isn't really for the fans as much as it used to be. It's for, now it's gambling ads. It used to be TV revenue. Those were the main things that the league cared about, was enhancing those products because that's where they make their money. So this is more of a wholesale complaint about how leagues are being separated from the fans and how every decision that leagues make in the past couple of years, pretty much the last 15 years, have been at the expense of the fans. Because what are you going to do? Not watch basketball? What are you going to do? Not watch baseball? No. They know they have a captive audience that they have to listen to, that has to tune into their sports because it's the only way that people are going to, get that release, that sports release. And I think this just falls in the line with that, where it's a lack of care for fandom. It's a lack of care for people who care about you and have cared about you for 20 plus years. And I don't know. It just, this grinds my gears. I'm not a fan of this at all.
I'm not a LeBron fan whatsoever. Probably the biggest LeBron hater of us three, but an optimistic point of view on this from LeBron in terms of caring about people. Let's say, just to give a round number, let's say LeBron got paid $10 million to do this commercial. Obviously, he's not just pocketing all 10 of that. Some of that's going to his agent, some of that's going to his manager. It's going to various people. LeBron created some jobs here and put some money in other people's pockets. So, it's not like creating jobs on a large governmental level, but, maybe at the agency, Clutch Sports or whatever, maybe some assistant is now going to get a better Christmas bonus because LeBron did this. And low-key, if I was a megastar, I think I would like to think okay, if I make this decision, Quentin or whoever over here is going to get an extra 10 grand Christmas bonus.
What are we talking about?
This is all for actually Adele, it turns out.
Low key, Adele might benefit from this because
Adele benefits greatly from this. If you don't know why, LeBron's agent Rich Paul is married to Adele.
Just to refocus this a little bit, I think you're right, Johnny. This falls under the trend of fans sort of being treated as a commodity to squeeze revenue out of. This is in line with some of the comments that went viral from the Board of Governors meeting a while back with Adam Silver. He was asked about fans are going to have to pay for these 6 different subscription services if they want to watch their local team. Why do you think about that? And he's like, oh, well, we're a highlights league and you can watch the stuff for free on YouTube and get your money up. Now you're funny up, buddy. That, and then now with all the Lakers games and all the Lakers away games, I was looking at a ticketing website last night to see where the MSG prices were at. It was in the 500s. Was the get-in price for sure.
For his final game there, you're saying?
Yeah, LeBron last game at MSG was in the 500s to get through the door when I checked, which presumably was several hours after the Instagram post. These things happen, and they happen at the expense of all of us, the fans.
Now here's another question. Do you think when LeBron James does retire, he's going to do a year-long retirement tour, or do you think he'll just retire at the end of the year?
He's doing a year-long retirement tour. My guy loves attention. He saw Kobe did it. He saw that Kobe got gifts from all these different teams. I think before LeBron's last season, we will 100% know. And I think someone like KD will be like, nah, that's not cool. And he'll just be like, I'm out one day. And that's how he'll play it.
Yeah, I do think there will be a retirement tour. LeBron has always been a very good partner to the NBA. This would obviously maximize sales for
As
the
we
various
saw,
teams,
yeah,
as
for
we
the
already
announcement.
saw, today.
It's true.
I mean, this was even a test course to see sort of what the effect would be of a potential retirement tour.
Ooh.
He already has cameras on him right now. There will be cameras on him for some sort of documentary to compete with The Last Dance. There's no way that hasn't affected him for this retirement tour whenever it is. I don't know. I think it'll be milked to the very last drop.
So what did you think of LeBron's decision too? Did you think it was a cheap cash grab? Let us know in the comments below.